You're listening to Silver Anniversary Movies. The podcast is celebrating their silver anniversary. So can you guess the movie that's celebrating their 25 years of release? Today I'm going back to September 29th, 1995. There was 5 movies that came out on this day, so let's get her started. First was at 0% of tomato meter, 46% audience score. Fresh from England on a foreign exchange program, teacher Miss Anna arrives in a small Texas town where the local students don't have much to be happy about. Determined to boost their spirits, Anna forms a soccer team, hoping the sport will help them out of their funk. But, since they've never played before, she has her work cut out for her. She hopes that, with her assistant coach, Sheriff Tom, she might have a chance to turn their lives around. It's rated PG. It's a comedy, kids and family. Directed by Holly Goldberg Sloan. Produced by Roger Birnbaum. And the writer, Holly Goldberg Sloan. It was hour 39 minutes by Caravan Pictures, Walt Disney Pictures. Some of the cast and crew: Patrick Ritta as Larry Musgrove. Chauncey Laparty as Evan Schiff. John Terry as Edwin V. Douglas. J.O. Sanders was Coach Jay Huffer. Olivia D'Abo, Miss Anna Montgomery, and Steve Guttenberg as Sheriff Tom Palmer. The name of the movie is The Big Green, and it's streaming on Disney Plus, or you can rent or buy it on Apple iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, and DirecTV. Alright, the next one, 9% on tomato meter, 37% audience score. This installment marks the return of a seemingly indestructible masked murderer who is targeting Tommy Doyle, a young man tied into the legacy of the killer and his connections with the Strode family. As the supernatural elements of Michael's macabre abilities are explored, his longtime adversary, Dr. Sam Loomis, is also back in yet another attempt to stop the psychopath's brutal rampages. It's rated R for strong horror violence and some sexuality. It's a horror or other. Directed by Joe Chappelle. Produced by Paul Freeman. It was an hour and 28 minutes long. By Miramax Films. Some of the cast and crew: George P. Wilbur played Michael Audrey Myers, Leo Getter as Barry Sims, Paul Rudd as Tommy Doyle, Marianne Hagen as Kara Strode, Mitch Ryan as Dr. Terrence Wynn, and Donald Pleasance as Dr. Samuel J. Sam Loomis. So the name of the movie is Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. And this was available for rent or buy on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, Redbox, Apple iTunes, and AMC On Demand. Alright, next one's at 15% on tomato meter to 46% audience score. A dreamer fights his evil twin and real estate moguls who want to develop Santa Barbara land the two inherited. It's rated PG-13. It's a comedy, directed by Andrew Davis, produced by Andrew Davis and Fred C. Caruso. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes long. Some of the cast and crew is David Ogden Steers as Judge Winton Myers, Allie Walker as Bonnie Martin, Joe Pantoliano as Eddie Agopian, Rachel Ticotin as Laura Martinez, Alan Arkin as Lou Parley, and Andy Garcia as Ruben Pardita Martinez, Robert Martin, narrator. Alright, the name of the movie is Still Big, Still Little. And this was only streaming on Hoopla. Not for rent or buy. Alright, the next one's at 15% on tomato meter. It's a 52% audience score. A woman in her 30s loses her husband but gains a closer kinship with a group of friends and family. Rebecca Traeger Lott is a professor whose husband has died in a traffic accident. She finds it difficult to put her life back on track, and the personality quirks displayed by her companions tend to complicate matters. But the distraction provided by a handsome house painter is just what the women needed. It's rated R. It's a drama comedy directed by David Enspa, produced by Allison Owen, Eric Feldner, and Tim Bevan. The writer was Ellen Simon. It was an hour and 44 minutes long by Polygram Filmed Entertainment and Working Title Films. Some of the cast and crew: Jeremy Sisto as Stephen, John Bon Jovi as the painter, Kathleen Turner as Alberta Traeger, Gwyneth Paltrow as Lucy Traeger, Whoopi Goldberg as Sylvie Morrow, and Elizabeth Perkins as Rebecca Traeger Lott. The name of the movie is Moonlight and Valentino. And this one is streaming on Prime Video and Tubi. Or you can rent or buy it on Vudu, Redbox, and AMC On Demand. Alright, the last one, 88% on Tomato Meter. It's a 70% audience score. In late 1940s Los Angeles, Easy Rollins is an unemployed black World War II veteran with few job prospects. At a bar, Easy meets DeWitt Albright, a mysterious white man looking for someone to investigate the disappearance of a missing white woman named Daphne Monet, who he suspects is hiding out in one of the city's black jazz clubs. Strapped for money and facing house payments, Easy takes the job, but soon finds himself in over his head. It's rated R. Is a mystery and thriller, drama, and crime. Directed by Carl Franklin, produced by Gary Goetzman and Jesse Beaton. It's an hour and 42 minutes long by Clinica Estetico and TriStar Pictures. Some of the cast and crew: Terry Kinney as Todd Carter, Maury Chaikin as Matthew Terrell, Don Cheadle as Raymond Mouse Alexander, Jennifer Beals as Daphne Monet, Tom Sizemore as DeWitt Albright, and Denzel Washington as Ezekiel Easy Rollins. Alright, the name of the movie is Devil in a Blue Dress. It is streaming on Starz, Amazon, and DirecTV. Or you can rent or buy it on Amazon Video, Fandango Now, Vudu, Redbox, Apple iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, Microsoft Store, and DirecTV. Alright, well that is it for September 29th, 1995. Have fun watching the movies. This show is brought to you by Heartland Production Entertainment. If you'd like to help to make the show better, go to patreon.com/heartlandpae.